Hi everyone, my name is Tiamo. I'm a transformational singer-songwriter. I've been doing this for 15 years, and ever since I started out, I dreamt of performing for sold-out crowds and huge audiences. And over time, as it started getting better and better, I started playing in front of bigger and bigger crowds. And then I started performing at conferences and seminars and conventions. And my big vision became I wanted to sing in front of thousands of people. And eventually, I got to a point where I reached my biggest dream in singing in front of 15,000 people. And with that, I built up so much momentum, and I was playing in front of huge crowds, and I was living the dream. And people in the audiences would come to me and say, Tiamo, this is so inspiring because we're watching you on stage, seeing you live your passion in your joy and your bliss, almost to where they were envious that I was up there and they weren't, because they were seeing how joyful I was being in the moment. Well, there's a secret I'm about to tell you, and it's hard for me to admit this. But in those moments of singing in front of those big crowds on stages at seminars and even in front of 15,000 people, even on the outside, seeing me on stage, it appeared that I was living my most joyful moment. On the inside, in my head, I was in turmoil, because I had this huge secret fear of forgetting the lyrics on stage to the songs that I write. And so I'd be on stage and I'd be performing with a big smile, and crowds might even be on their feet, giving me a standing ovation, which is something that everybody wants. And there's times where I'd walk off stage with people still cheering, and I'd feel upset with myself, because either I forgot my lyrics on stage, or I just didn't have the kind of fun or the presence that I wanted to have. And so what did I do? I started doing all kinds of work and techniques and reading books about how can I get a hold of this thing so that when I'm on stage, I can be truly present, truly in the moment, free of thought. And so I'd have shows, but I'd still have this fear on stage. And I felt like I was hiding something from the world, that I was hiding something from my audiences, that I wasn't truly living my message because I was living in fear right there in front of them. And so my answer to that was, I just have to get more and more techniques. I got to read more and more books. I got to meditate more. So I'd have these big concerts that I'd be getting ready for, and I'd meditate for like 3 hours beforehand. And I'd get up on stage and still have the same experience. And so this weekend, I've been at Christian Michelson's seminar. And I got up and sang my first song. And even though, once again, I got another standing ovation, and the crowd loved it, I walked off stage, and I felt this sadness that I can't describe, because I was on stage living in fear of forgetting my lyrics again. And I'm so blessed that Mamoon was in the audience. And I stormed out of the seminar room, and I was pacing up and down like the hallway that's outside the seminar room, and feeling like I've had it. Like I've been doing work around this fear for like the last 10 years, and I still haven't been able to grasp it. And Mamoon, with his graceful, intuitive heart, came out and sat down with me. And he spent just about 30 minutes with me. And he walked me through something that I've never heard of or encountered ever in my life. And it's his effortless transformation. And the way he explained it to me was that I can be free of needing to control this. I can be free of stepping outside of my fears and my thoughts. Because what we try to do as humans is be in control of our emotions and our thoughts. And we think we can predict them. We think we can predict how we're going to feel. And even bigger than that, we think that we're in control of our emotions. But the truth is, we're not. So what if I told you that no matter what experience I'm having, no matter what thought I'm having, no matter what emotion I'm going through, I can be totally detached and free of needing to have any sort of outcome, that I can then truly live in the moment. So Mamoon explained to me about this effortless transformation, and I received it in a way that I never had before. Now, this has been a 3-day seminar, and I have to tell you, after working with Mamoon, now remember, I've been doing this work for 10 years around it. I got up on stage, and for the first time, I was singing a song for the audience, and I felt so centered, so at peace, so quiet, so calm, because I was so removed and detached from needing to be in control of my emotions, needing to be in my head so that I'd feel a certain way so I could ultimately feel okay about myself as a singer-songwriter. And having that freedom led me to give the performance of my life. And when I walked off stage, not only did the crowd erupt and go crazy, but what's most importantly is I did inside. Because finally I felt free of this fear that I've been hiding from the world for 10 years. So what I want to say to you is, whatever it is that you're doing right now, if you feel like you're still having the same experience of not overcoming your fear, even though you've done all the work, and you've bought all the programs, you've been to all the seminars, and you've done all the meditating that you need to do, what you really need to do is look inside Mamoon's Effortless Transformation Program. Because I've been able to experience it firsthand, and now I want for you to experience what I did, because there's nothing out there like it. So, my friends, again, my name is Tiamo, and I feel so honored to be able to share this with you. I feel so honored to have been a part of Mamoon's work, and I'm so excited to see what this is going to do for you.